We're gonna sit down on the ground, you have to carry us away. Don't want a nuclear war, we'll go to jail today. We'll lay our bodies on the line, you can hit us if you will. As the peoples of the world cry out, let the missiles all be still. Consider, Mr. Policeman, just why we're here today. We're the real peacekeepers as you're dragging us away. Like us, you have a family and you love them very much. Consider the day after, then come and stand with us. We're gonna sit down on the ground, you have to carry us away. Don't want a nuclear war, we'll go to jail today. We'll lay our bodies on the line, you can hit us if you will. As the peoples of the world cry out, let the missiles all be still. Well, think of what you're doing, scientists and engineers. Does the money that you're making make your vision so unclear? You design and build the missiles, but do you ever fear that because of what you're doing, the end of life is near? We're gonna sit down on the ground, you have to carry us away. Don't want a nuclear war, we'll go to jail today. We'll lay our bodies on the line, you can hit us if you will. As the peoples of the world cry out, let the missiles all be still. You're making such a fortune over on the stock exchange. All the lords of Wall Street will have to make a change. Invest your money into peace, take it out of war. Cause if we cannot live in peace, this world will live no more. We're gonna sit down on the ground, you have to carry us away. Don't want a nuclear war, we'll go to jail today. We'll lay our bodies on the line, you can hit us if you will. As the peoples of the world cry out, let the missiles all be still. Well, you know now, Mr. President, that the missiles are deployed. Generals are just waiting for the chance to launch their toys. But these weapons of destruction must be taken from the boys. Piece by piece dismantled and forevermore destroyed. We're going to sit down on the ground, you have to carry us away. Don't want a nuclear war, we'll go to jail today. We'll lay our bodies on the line, you can hit us if you will. As the peoples of the world cry out, let the missiles all be still.
I've come up with this approach that active, creative, loving, universal nonviolence requires 3 simultaneous attributes. Really nonviolent to yourself. Second, really nonviolent toward all human beings, all creatures and Mother Earth. And third, at the same time, you can't wait to be perfect. You have to be part of the global grassroots movement of nonviolence. You have to get involved in public action for justice and peace. The only way change happens in history is bottom-up, people power, grassroots movements of nonviolence. It's the only way positive social change ever happened. Period. From Jesus to Martin Luther King and today. Period. Whatever you're doing, you got to double it. But if Joan Baez were here, did you hear her say last week? Double it, triple it, quadruple it, as we're heading toward non-existence. Every person is needed in this global grassroots movement of nonviolence. But what you're not hearing is that more is happening now positively in the world than ever before in history. Over 2/3 of the human race are personally involved in bottom-up grassroots movement of nonviolence. And there's more coming out about nonviolence than ever before. It's actually quite exciting. There have been like 85 nonviolent revolutions in the last 40 years alone. If you're not involved, I urge you to pick a cause, a struggle, and get involved. You know, and to realize what I'm realizing as I get older, that everything is connected, that we all have to connect the dots. If you care about the environment, you're against racism and sexism and poverty and greed and nuclear weapons and war. I'm just saying. And they're all connected. They're all connected. You know, I love, too, the quote from Archbishop Romero. at the Mass, as he's about to be assassinated, one of the things he said was, "Nobody can do everything, but everybody can do something." Now that's very helpful. These great people just put it so simply. Everybody can do something. Every one of us is needed. Don't believe the culture. Every one of us can make a difference. Every one of us has to be involved. Every one of us can be Rosa Parks, that tipping point person. What you are now calling for is the abolition of war, poverty, racism, nuclear weapons, environmental destruction, the whole culture of violence. It's all got to go. And the institutionalization throughout civic society in Maine and the world for a new culture of nonviolence. Be as passionate as the Parkland kids without having a massacre. That's what we need. That's the urgency that Jesus is talking about in Gandhi and Dorothy and Dr. King. It's drop everything and give your lives for justice and peace and for Mother Earth. Nonviolence or non-existence. What I want us to do is really consciously be these people that Dr. King calls us to be, of active nonviolence, which means we're going to do our part to reject non-existence.
We can do it. Yes, we can. We can change things throughout the land. But we all must lend a hand. We can do it. Oh, yes, we can. Before long, you're up to 10, and the process begins again. There is someone in the next town, got the word and is spreading it around. Cause an idea, whose time has come, cannot be stopped by anyone. Plant your seeds in fertile ground. There ain't nothing gonna keep it down. Oh, we can do it. Yes, we can. We can change things throughout the land. But we all must lend a hand. We can do it. Oh, yes, we can. We can do it. Yes, we can. We can change things throughout the land. But we all must lend a hand. We can do it. Oh, yes, we can. We can do it. Yes, we can. We can change things throughout the land. But we all